Mr. Sneed, are you in your office?
Am.
So we had a record yesterday. The jury went out at 3:07, was back by 3:15. Mr. Sneed, are you in your office? Oops, hold on, let me mute this. So that's the fastest I've ever had a jury, I think, in the courthouse come back.
It could have been the fastest trial too if they just played the video.
All right, Mr. Sinclair, I brought you in just to add your attorney's name. You have Rhonda Underwood, and she goes back and forth, so she'll be with us shortly. So I'm going to put her initials after your name, and then I'll put you in the waiting room, and I'll bring you back in a few minutes. All right, Michael Santamore. Mr. Santamore, I just brought you in. Your attorney is Matt Murphy, and I'm going to add his initials after your name. And then when he gets here, I will bring you back in. I'm gonna put you back in the waiting room. Somebody had just admitted on an iPhone and sent your request to unmute your device.
Okay.
Hi, what is your name?
Sierra Gibson.
All right, Miss Gibson, thank you. Your attorney is Brian Fry.
Yes, ma'am.
And he will be with us shortly. So I am going to put his initials after your name so that when I see you in the waiting room, I will remember he's your attorney. So I've changed your initials and I will put you back in the waiting room, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you.
I have new attorneys, so I have defense attorneys.
Please rise for final session. May be seated.
Who has I know you do, but you have a case here today, right? What's your name?
My maybe. I think I have a pre-trial.
Who's your attorney?
Malaro.
All right, why don't you come up to the podium? And do you have a case today, sir, in the back?
She's talking to you.
Do you have a court case today?
8:40, you're on my Beagle.
Oh, Mr. Beagle, okay, hold on. All right, what's your last name again?
Turner.
There you are. And you say Navi, right?
Navy.
Navy? Okay, that's a cool name. All right. Let me find. All right, Mr. Malaro, I have Miss Turner. So let me start my video. This is in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Navy Turner, file number 24-21849FH. This is the time set for a pretrial as Salvatore Malaro appearing on behalf of Ms. Turner and Isaac Sneed appearing on behalf of the people. This is like the fourth or fifth pretrial. Some investigations were going on. The plea offer was an attempted ag assault with HIDA, no upfront jail. So, Mr. Malaro, where do we stand today?
Judge, can I talk to Miss Turner? We've been trying to communicate. I thought we had
Yeah.
this thing wrong.
So go out in the hallway,
I need
take
to
a left,
confirm.
and there's an iPad on a podium. And right in front of it are the instructions, and you probably just, on the top, there'll be a little sticker with the Zoom number or whatever, just put that in and log on. Okay. Mr. Murphy, I have Mr. Santamore.
I'm ready to proceed on that, I guess, Your Honor.
All right. All right, and who is Brittany Foor's attorney? Okay, that's fine. All right, Mr. Santamore, will you start your video and turn off your, turn on your audio, please?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, this is in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Michael Thomas Santamore. I have Isaac Sneed appearing on behalf of the people. And I have Matthew Murphy appearing on behalf of Mr. Santamore. This is the date and time set for pre-trial in this matter. Do I show that we had a order for competency examination? Do we know if that's been completed, Mr. Murphy?
No, it hasn't, Your Honor. I don't know what happened. We never got the signed order, so my assistants never sent it out. So we have to request the court. We sent in a new submission for the orders because after 60 days, the forensic center requires that we do a new one. So we're sending those out. Hopefully we get those timely and send them out.
All right, I do show they were signed and put in the file and sent to your office, so I don't know, but, all right, so we'll start that process over again. All right, so Miss Turner, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Good, all right, I'm gonna open up a breakout room and put you and Mr. Malaro in it. Just go ahead and join it, and then you can leave that open and just come back in, don't even shut it up.
Oh.
All right, thank you.
Your Honor,
All
the
right,
court file
so-
say the manner in which it was sent, because I'm trying to figure out, if the court has a record of it being sent and my assistant says it was never received, I'd like to know, try to figure out where that kink
It was
happened so it won't
signed
happen
on
again.
January 24th of 25, and I have a signed copy in the file. So I would guess that, I don't know, it's fine. He's not in jail, so we'll do another one, and you're gonna send that over then?
Yes, I also want to advise the court that I've been receiving communications that Mr. Santamore is trying to retain Mr. Daly. So hopefully if that occurs, they'll file the paperwork and that'll be given to the court soon.
Okay, all right, so Mr. Santamore, I'm gonna set this out for pretrial on June 18 at 8:30 a.m. And Mr. Murphy, you're do the stipend order to adjourn?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so Mr. Santamore, write that down, June 18 at 8:30 a.m. And Mr. Sneed, can you sign your name with permission?
Yes, thank you.
All right, thank you. You're all set, Mr. Santamore.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Santamore.
Does anyone in the front row have a court hearing today? No, just watching? Okay. All right. All right, Mr. Beagle, you have John Glazier, Michael Dagger-Margosian. You're Michael Dagger-Margosian, right? Why don't you come on up? We'll get rid of you. Not rid of you, but we'll take your case. All right, Mr. Dagger-Margosian, in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Joshua James Deullan, file number 25-22183FH. I have Isaac Sneed appearing on behalf of the people and Michael Dagger-Margosian appearing on behalf of the defendant. This is the date and time set for let's see here. So I have a motion affidavit in order to show cause that's dated April 7th of 25, stating that, filed by Mr. Coe, stating that Mr. Deullan tested positive for amphetamines and methamphetamine from a drug screen collected on April 7, and his tests on April 11 and April 14 were only positive for marijuana. He does have a medical marijuana card. Mr. Coast is recommending that we put this violation out a month to see if he's able to not use meth. And are you okay with that, Mr. Dagger-Margosian?
Your Honor, that's fine. And really, I guess what I'll add is that what is likely to happen on the underlying case is the plea is as charged under 7411. So that kind of makes sense with that anyway, in my opinion.
Okay, are you pleading today, or?
That's the intention that's been relayed, and unless Mr. Deullan needs to talk with me, that's my recommendation, and that's been.
Y'all do what he said.
Do you want to talk to him real quick?
Yeah.
Okay, go out in the hallway, and when she's done, just take the device and I'll put Mr. Dagger-Margosian. So there are 3 people in this courtroom that don't look like they belong here today. So this is my criminal docket and you look civil.
No.
So what you doing here?
No, we're for Kevin King, we have a pretrial at 8:30.
On a criminal case?
Yes.
Are you an attorney?
Yes.
You look like the civil attorney. I'm sorry. Like, I'm lucky they wear suits half the time. Well, Mr. Dagermer goes in.
Judge? I don't know if that's, civil look better than criminal?
So what's the defendant's name?
Kevin King.
Okay, I got it. You're Mr. Falcone?
Yes.
Okay, hold on 1 minute. All right, I got Brian Fry. I thought maybe it was like case of L day and you went in the wrong room. So hold on, Mr. Fry. Mr. Beagle is, let's see. It's John Glazier. So, all right. So Sierra Gibson's back.
Yes.
So Mr. Margosian, I think, your client went out in the hallway. So I'm going to put you in that breakout room. So hold on 1 minute. Alright. So, Navy, are you done talking to your attorney or no?
Yeah, we're done.
All right, come back in the courtroom. All right, so now I'm going to, Mr. DeMolin, go ahead and log on. Make sure he's went to the device. So Mr. Dagermer goes in, you had Mr. DeMolin, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, I'm gonna put you 2 in a breakout room. All right. Okay. So in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Navy Turner, Mr. Malaro, how would you like to proceed with Miss Turner?
Your Honor, I believe we do have a resolution of this case. As I understood the court to say that it's going to be plead to an attempted aggravated assault. I believe there's amended information in the file. There's going to be no initial incarceration, and I believe the court indicated this would be under HIDA.
If she's eligible, is that correct, Mr. Sneed?
I don't know the status of her eligibility, Your Honor.
Okay, but there's no opposition if she is eligible, correct? I have that in my notes, so I don't know. That's just what was in my notes.
I believe she is eligible, Judge.
We have no objection.
Okay, so Ms. Turner, you want to raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Now, Ms. Turner, you've had an opportunity this morning to speak with Mr. Malaro. Are you satisfied with Mr. Malaro as your attorney and the advice that he's given you?
Yes.
Do you understand the plea offer that's being offered is that you will plead to count 2 attempted aggravated assault, which carries a maximum penalty of up to 6 months in jail and or a $500 fine. Count 1, the felony felonious assault would be dismissed. If you're eligible, which I think you are, you would be sentenced under HIDA, and then there would be no upfront jail.
Yes.
Okay. Are you going to plead guilty to that?
Yes, I am.
Okay. And do you understand that even though I could give you up to 6 months in jail, I will honor the plea offer and I won't give you jail up front as long as you maintain your bond conditions?
Yes, I am.
Okay, so raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
All right. Now, do you understand that neither the prosecutor, the defendant, or anyone on the defendant's behalf has discussed any other possible sentence with the court? Mr. Malaro, is that correct?
That is correct, Your Honor.
Mr. Sneed,
Yes, Your Honor.
is that correct as far as you're aware?
Yes.
All right. If a guilty plea is accepted, there will be no trial. This means that you will be giving up rights you would have had at trial. I'm going to explain those rights to you now to make sure that you understand them. You have a right to a speedy public trial by jury. You may ask for a non-jury trial, and if the prosecutor and court agree, you can have a non-jury trial. You have the right to be presumed innocent until proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. You have the right to have the prosecuting attorney prove beyond a reasonable doubt that you are guilty, and you do not have to prove anything. You have the right to be present at trial and have witnesses against you appear at your trial and to ask those witnesses questions. You have the right to have the court order any witnesses you have for your defense to appear at the trial. You have the right to remain silent during your trial and not to have your silence used against you. However, you also have the right to testify at your trial if you want to testify. Do you understand that if your plea is accepted, you may be giving up the right to appeal issues that would otherwise be appealable if you were convicted at trial? Do you understand that?
Yes.
Do you understand that any appeal from the conviction and sentence pursuant to the plea will be by application for leave to appeal and not by right? Do you understand that?
Yes.
If you are not a citizen of the United States of America, a conviction of a crime may result in deportation, exclusion from admission to the United States of America, or denial of naturalization. Do you have any questions about the rights that I've given to you?
No.
All right. So how do you wish to plead to the charge that on or about, let me get back there, on or about May 4 of 2024 in the city of Adrian in the county of Lenawee that you did commit the offense of attempted assault aggravated, guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
Has anyone made any threats or promises to induce you to plead guilty to this charge other than the agreement that was placed on the record?
No.
Do you understand if I accept this plea, you will be giving up any and all claims that your plea is given as a result of promises or threats that were not disclosed to the court on the record during this hearing, or that it was not your own choice to enter the plea?
Yes.
Okay. Is the prosecutor or defense counsel aware of any promises or threats or inducements other than the plea bargain to induce the defendant to plead guilty? Mr. Malaro?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Sneed?
No, Your Honor.
So, Ms. Turner, has your attorney promised you any particular sentence or estimated what your sentence will be in terms of fines, costs, probation?
No.
Okay. Is it your own choice to plead guilty?
Yes.
Do you understand under HIDA? And I have 6 kids, so I'm honest when I say this to you. I basically will ground you for a period of time, like you'll have a curfew. You can't get in trouble, can't use drugs, can't get in fights. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
And are you gonna be able to do that?
Yeah.
Okay. So, all right. So Miss, on May 4 of 2024, we're in the city of Adrian in the county of Lenawee.
Yes.
And did you come in contact with someone with the initials AC? Antoine Carter?
Oh, yes.
Okay. And did you have a knife on you?
There was a knife there. Yes.
Okay. And did you attempt to
Judge-
assault him? Go
Judge,
ahead,
may I-
Mr.
If I
Valero.
may, sure. Ms. Turner, you were at a party, is that correct, that night?
Yes.
And that was May 4th in Lenawee, City of Adrian, Lenawee County, State of Michigan.
Yes.
And it is fair to say that there was drinking at the party and you were intoxicated?
Yes.
And a fight broke out between you and some other girls at the party?
Yes.
And Mr. Carter stepped into the fight and you had a knife on you at that time, at the point he stepped in?
Yes.
And you agree that Mr. Carter would have been in a fear that you may attempt to assault him? You would agree with that?
Yes.
Is the state and the court satisfied, Your Honor?
Mr. Steen?
I am, thank you.
Has the court complied with MCR 6.302 B, C, and D? Mr. Malaro?
I believe the court has.
Mr. Sneed?
Yes, thank you, Your Honor.
I accept the plea. It has been given understandably, voluntarily, and accurately. The defendant has full knowledge of her rights, and she does have competent counsel. This court has made no agreement regarding the possibility of a plea or possible sentence in this case, but the prosecutor, the defense attorney, the defendant, or anyone acting in the interest of either of them other than the Killebrew agreement. I am going to refer this matter to the district court probation department, all right? Because it's a misdemeanor, your probation will be downstairs. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Okay, so, Mr. Malaro, are you available for sentencing on June 5 at 8:15? And Miss Adams, I will need a notice of hearing from Miss Turner.
Okay. Did she say in person or Zoom?
Do you want to be in person or on?
In person's fine.
In person's fine.
Yeah, I can do June 5th, Judge.
All right, so I'm gonna set this for sentencing on June 5 at 8:15 in the morning. It takes about a week for our paperwork to get downstairs. So next Thursday morning, like a week from tomorrow, I need you to report to the district court probation department. You'll meet with Mike McCarron.
Okay.
Be truthful with him about your background, be truthful about what happened. He'll prepare a pre-sentence report. We'll get it, we'll give it to Mr. Malaro. You need to call Mr. Malaro's office like a week before, so he can review that with you, okay?
Sentencing.
Huh?
Before sentencing.
Yeah, like the week before sentence, like the last week of May, call his office, so, and they'll send you a PSI too, I think,
Okay.
but make sure you talk to him and reach out to him before, okay? So we're gonna get you a notice of hearing, your bond's continued, and then next Thursday morning, between 8 and 10, you'll go to district court probation, all right? So have a seat right behind you on that bench. And remember, you're still on bond conditions, so don't get in trouble, all right? All right, Mr. DeMola. All right, so, and Mr. Coast, on this matter with Mr. DeMullen, there's been no further issues with him, is that correct?
There hasn't, Judge. He's actually testing with me. He's doing swabs and that's correct. His last 2 drug screens have been good.
All right, excellent. So, Mr. Dagger Margosian, I guess then your client is interested in availing himself of a plea bargain. So I would ask of you what that is.
Your Honor, the plea is as charged under 7411, and I've explained what 7411 means and what it will result if Mr. DeMullen is successful on probation. We would like to enter that at this time.
So, Mr. DeMullen, raise your right hand. The other one. Do you solemnly swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, Your Honor.
Now, Mr. DeMullen, you had an opportunity to speak with your attorney this morning. Are you satisfied with Mr. Dagger Margosian as your attorney and the advice that he's given you?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Now, you've heard the statement that you will be pleading as charged to count 1, possession of methamphetamine, which carries a maximum penalty of up to 10 years in prison and or a $15,000 fine. So is it your intention to plead guilty to that today?
Yes.
And you understand, if you are eligible, which you probably are, I'm sure Mr. Dagger Margosian is correct on that, you will be sentenced under 7411, which means that as long as you successfully complete probation, it won't remain on your permanent record.
Yes, Your
And
Honor.
is that a correct recitation of the plea, Mr. Sneed?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so neither the prosecutor, the defendant, nor anyone on the defendant's behalf has discussed any other sentence with the court. Is that correct, Mr. Sneed?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Dagger Margosian?
Correct, Your Honor.
Is that correct as far as you're aware, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. If a guilty plea is accepted, there will be no trial. This means that you will be giving up rights you would have had at trial. I'm going to explain those rights to you now to make sure that you understand them. You have a right to a speedy public trial by jury. You may ask for a non-jury trial, and if the prosecutor and court agree, you can have a non-jury trial. You have the right to be presumed innocent until proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. You have the right to have the prosecuting attorney prove beyond a reasonable doubt that you are guilty and you do not have to prove anything. You have the right to be present at trial, have witnesses against you appear at your trial, and to ask those witnesses questions. You have the right to have the court order any witnesses you have for your defense to appear at the trial. You have the right to remain silent during your trial and not to have your silence used against you. However, you also have the right to testify at your trial if you want to testify. Do you understand that if your plea is accepted, you may be giving up the right to appeal issues that would otherwise be appealable if you were convicted at trial? Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you understand that any appeal from the conviction and sentence pursuant to the plea will be by application for leave to appeal and not by right? Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you are not a citizen of the United States of America, a conviction of a crime may result in deportation, exclusion from admission to the United States of America, or denial of naturalization. Do you have any questions about the rights that I've given to you?
No, Your Honor.
All right, so sir, how do you plead to the charge that on or about February 27th of 2025 in the city of Adrian in the county of Lenawee that you did commit the offense of controlled substance possession of methamphetamine? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
Has anyone made any threats or promises to you to induce you to plead guilty to this charge?
No, Your Honor.
You understand if I accept this plea, you will be giving up any and all claims that your plea is given as a result of promises or threats that were not disclosed to the court on the record during the hearing, or that it was not your own choice to enter the plea. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is the prosecutor or defense counsel aware of any promises or threats or inducements other than the plea bargain to induce the defendant to plead guilty? Mr. Sneed?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Dagger Margosian?
No, Your Honor.
All right, has your attorney promised you any particular sentence or estimated what your sentence will be in terms of probation, fines, and costs?
No, Your Honor.
All right. So, what's your letter? Is it your own choice to plead guilty?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so on February 27 of 2025, were you in the city of Adrian in the county of Lenawee?
Yes, Your Honor.
And did you have in your possession methamphetamine?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you have any legal right to possess it?
No, Your Honor.
And you knew it was methamphetamine?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, are you satisfied, Mr. Sneed?
And thank you.
Okay, has the court complied with the MCR 6.302 B, C, and D, Mr. Sneed?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Dagger Margosian?
Yes, Your Honor.
I accept the plea. It has been given understandably, voluntarily, and accurately. The defendant has full knowledge of his rights. He does have competent counsel. This court has made no agreement regarding the possibility of a plea or possible sentence in this case with the prosecutor, the defense attorney, the defendant, or anyone acting in the interest of either of them. I'm going to refer this matter to the probation department for a pre-sentence investigation. Mr. Dagger Margosian, are you available on June 5 at 8:30 in the morning or 8:15 in the morning?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Do you want to come in person or via Zoom?
Via Zoom,
Okay.
so I can do it while I'm at work.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to have you step across the hall. Do you want him to step across the hall this morning, Ms. Walsh? So I'm going to have you, when we're done here, step across the hall. They're going to give you a packet to fill out and a date to come back and contact information. You're going to have to meet with the probation department in person at some point. Be truthful with them about your background, the events that occurred. If you need assistance, like if you need outpatient treatment or any assistance with addiction, reach out to Mr. Coast. We do provide that. And we'll connect you with people that can help you, because beating addiction is more important to us than being punitive. Do you understand?
Beat alcoholism. I'm gonna beat this one too.
Okay, but we will help you because it's hard to do alone. So we have those services available. Do you understand? And Miss Adams, could I get a notice of hearing for him for June 5 at 8:15 via Zoom?
Yes, Judge.
All right, and I'm going to set the contempt of court over Mr. Dagger Margosian to the day of sentencing. But again, if you relapse, reach out to Mr. Coast, be honest, he'll get you into services. All right, he's wonderful. All right, anything else? Oh, okay. And then about a week before, call Mr. Dagger Margosian to review the PSI. All right.
Okay.
Anything else, Mr. Dagger Margosian?
No, thank you, Your Honor.
Right, have a seat right behind you and we will get you a notice of hearing. So, thank you.
And Josh, I'll see you on Friday.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Falcone. If you want to bring your client up.
Morning, Judge.
Good morning. So if you could both stand behind the podium, please. All right, this is in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Kevin Lynn King, file number 25-22153FH. I have attorney Joseph, and like I pronounce my name Anzalone, but in the mother country they say Anzalone. So do you go by Falcone or Falcone?
Falcone.
Yeah, so you Americanized it too. So P25727 appearing on behalf of the defendant. They are both present in the courtroom. For future reference, you can appear via Zoom, okay? As you can tell, nobody really shows up in person anymore. So I have Allison Arnold appearing on behalf of the people. So Mr. Falcone and Miss Arnold, how do you wish to proceed today?
Well, Your Honor, we've been talking about the plea resolution. And at some point, we'd like to talk to you about a COTS evaluation.
Okay, so, all right. Okay, so we have a couple choices. We can wait until I have a brief break this morning and do it. I don't know when that'll be because I have a lot of cases. If it won't take long, I can step off the bench now and Mr. Falcone, you and I can meet with Miss Arnold via Zoom in my assistant's office. So if it won't take more than a few minutes, Miss Arnold, I can do it now.
That's fine. I haven't really thought about what I'm gonna say to the court. I believe I just want to make sure I've run sentencing guidelines, which I believe I have. Yeah, I've got the guidelines done, so we could do that this morning. I can even run off if the court would prefer.
Could you do that?
Yep, I'll be there in just a minute.
All right, I'll move on to the next case. So go ahead and have a seat, and then when she gets here, we'll step in back. All right. So Sierra Gibson with Mr. Fry. All right. I might have lost Mr. Fry. So Ms. Gibson, I'm gonna put you in the waiting room for a minute, all right? All right, and Brittany Foor is right by. Hi, this is Judge Ann Sloan. How are you?
Not too bad, Your Honor. How are you doing?
I'm all right. Well, I am ready, and I've got a list. You ready?
Yes, ma'am, whenever you are.
Castro Alvarez,
Mr. Alvarez.
David Walker,
Walker 2.
and Caleb Daniels for now.
And Daniel said 3 for now.
Yep, thank you.
Of course.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
All right. Anybody else? Mr. Beagle, you are again. You are John Glazier, so he's not here yet. And you're just here watching, right? And you're here for. All right. All right, Ms. Foor, I did bring you in just to rename you and add your attorney's initials after your name. Mr. Fry is back and forth between courtrooms right now. So I put his initials after your name, and then I'll bring you back in when he gets here, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Malaro? Weren't we talking about a Malika Rembert the other day? Sam Malaro? I don't know, Sarah, it's like really loud back there.
On occasion.
Hmm.
On occasion.
Well, she's like a toddler. Miss Adams,
Yes, Judge.
May 22nd from 1 to 1:45. Am I able to sneak an elementary school in? I just got a message.
You
Just
had a 1:30 2-hour evidentiary in person on Copeland v. Bates.
okay. Will you put down from 1 to 1:45? I'm gonna have an elementary school.
Okay.
The little kindergartners.
Okay.
All right, thank you. All right, so Mr. Falcone and Miss Arnold, we can step them back.
Good morning, Ms. Arnold. How are you? Good.
Beautiful day.
Yes, it is. Got to get his name. Okay. Thank you.
Mrs. Spade, how the heck are you?
Fine. How are you, Mr. Malero?
Well, it's Wednesday morning and I woke up, so I'm okay.
That's right. That's a good way to start the day.
Well, I don't know
That
if it's
is-
a good way, but it started whether I wanted to or not.
Well, there you go. Well, it's going to be a sunny day.
Yes,
So, yeah, it's going to be nice. We're ready
no
for
more
this weather.
snow.
Exactly. Exactly.
You have
golf,
fun
right, Mr.
yesterday?
What's that? Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was a quick verdict.
That's what I
Really?
heard.
Yeah, I think it was like, they went out at 3:07 and came back at 3:15.
Did he request counsel or did the judge just sort of
No,
like say this is what's?
Yeah, the judge asked for sentencing, asked him if he wanted an attorney, and he said yes.
Oh,
And
okay,
she
all right.
explained that, yeah, just for sentencing. She explained she had no, no way of knowing who it would be, so. just
I'll
for
go
sentencing.
talk to him. How do
Okay.
how do you handle how was his reaction?
I think it was pretty good. But if you talk to Nick or Alex, I think, and they all thought he did decent. He maintained to a
Okay,
point.
good. That's a good
Yeah,
sign.
so his reaction, I didn't really see much of it. I think he kind of sort of maybe expected it, but
Well, I
he
would
was
hope
okay.
so.
Yeah, he was okay. He didn't.
All right. Well, he had his day in court. That's what it's all about.
Yep, exactly. Yep.
He's probably behaved because of you. You have that
Yeah, right.
calming
Giving him the
influence.
eye. Yeah, right. Right. I don't know. I don't think so. But you golf, don't you, Mr. Malero?
Well, I'm out there. I'm not sure I would say it's golfing.
Oh, there you go. There you go. I thought you were a golfer.
You're so kind.
Oh.
Don't let him fool you. I've heard he's a good golfer.
Oh, there you go, Miss Walsh. See?
Yeah,
See, Sam?
what some lawyer said that? You can't trust lawyers.
Their lips were moving, remember, Miss Walsh?
I didn't say a lawyer said that.
Oh.
There you go.
But you are right. Can't really believe lawyers.
Whoa. That's sort of like a joke.
See, Sam, your reputation precedes you. You're a better golfer than you think.
Well, I'm not on the pro tour. That tells you everything you need to know.
Oh, goodness.
I'll deserve it. Nothing but the best.
Sam, you're not muted.
What?
Said you're not muted.
And we're on YouTube, I believe, too.
Oops.
But yeah, going forward. Bring your client back up, Mr. Falcone, and to the individuals in the jail. I'll be right with you, all right?
Okay.
So we are back on the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Kevin King. I have had an opportunity to have a bench conference with the attorneys. And so, Mr. Falcone, how far out would you like the pretrial adjourned?
We could have a month.
Sure. So how about, and Miss Adams, could I get 2 notice of hearings for Mr. Falcone and his client? I can do May 21 or May 28. And obviously this could be via Zoom if your work schedule requires it. It would be at 8:30.
May 28th is fine.
Okay, so we'll do May 28th at 8:30. And did you want to do Zoom or in person?
Or we can use Zoom.
Okay. All right, so we will get you both a notice of hearing. So May 28th at 8:30 in the morning via Zoom, and Mr. Falcone, my assistant, will bring out a notice of hearing. We'll put yours in the box. All right,
Thank you.
thank you. So in the jail, I have David Walker.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. All right. In the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus David Walker, we have three files, 25-22165FH, 25-22215FH, and 25-22226FH. I have Michael Dagger or Isaac Sneed appearing on behalf of the people, and Michael Dagger Margosian appearing on behalf of Mr. Walker. Mr. Walker is joining us from the Lenawee County Jail. We have an arraignment on file number 25-22226FH. Mr. Dagger Margosian, do you waive the reading of the felony information?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, and how, do you wish to have your client stand mute?
It's stand mute at this time. May I speak with Mr. Walker briefly, Your Honor?
Yep. All right, so Mr. Walker, I am going to open up a breakout room and put 6. Put you and Mr. Dagger Margosian, and where are you, Mr. Dagger Margosian? Oh, there you go. Hold on, Mr. Dagger Margosian, I'm moving you around. I think I got you in the right place now. All right, and so, let's see. Did you get an invite, Michael?
Yeah, it just kicked me back.
Oh, can you try again?
I don't, yeah, I can. I don't have anything right now.
You gotta go back down and join. All right, and and Mr. Alvarez, it'll just be a moment, all right? Okay. I'm going to step off the bench for just a second. I'll be right back. You got those? Did you hear the name of the other attorney? Okay. Thank you. Just a minute, Mr. Alvarez is still in the breakout room.
Okay.
He's back. All right, I'm gonna close that breakout room. Jury was out for 7 minutes yesterday, Mr. Dagomar.
That long.
All right, so we are back on the record with Mr. Walker. Mr. Dagomar, how would you like to proceed?
Your Honor, I spoke with Mr. Hartung yesterday, and I would assume Mr. Sneed would, maybe there are notes in there or maybe not, but here's the update. Mr. Hartung is authorizing 3 counts of controlled substance possession. However, that is contingent on Mr. Walker going to and completing a rehab program. And so Mr. Coast, as well as Ms. White from our office, has put the wheels in motion as far as getting Mr. Walker into said rehab. So really, what I would be asking for is probably an adjournment of the pretrials, but also we can to get Mr. Walker out, I think Ms. White always needs either an order or a minimus from the jail. So
Mr. Coast does that. If they find a rehab facility, he'll process the paperwork. Right, Mr. Coast?
That's correct, Judge. I mean, I could coordinate that with Ms. White, should you elect to have him do that.
All right. So, Mr. Walker, do you understand if we release you to rehab, a bond condition will be that you enter and complete it. If you leave it, if you get kicked out, you will get in trouble. Do you understand that?
Yes, I do.
This is a really good opportunity for you. So, Mr. Dagomar, that's fine. Mr. Sneed, any objection?
No objection, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right, so what I'm gonna do is set a date out 2 months because let's do June 11. If he's still in the program, he can Zoom from the program. And if he's out, then when he gets ready to complete the program, Mr. Coast will circle back with us. All right, how about June 11, Mr. Dagomar?
That's fine. Is there anything that we need to provide on our side to make this happen?
That is like not my thing. So
Right,
Mr. Coast.
Yeah, Mike, what I'll do is I'll talk to Emily. I've already spoke to her one time, but I'll coordinate it with Emily. I don't think there's any paperwork that needs to be done at this time.
Gotcha. Thanks, Darren. Yeah, that works.
All right. So, Mr. Walker, good luck. Your bond conditions will require that you enter and complete it. So I wish you the best of luck. These are good programs, and I'm sure you will do well. All right.
Thank you for the opportunity, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Well, thank your attorney because he put in the work for this. So, Mr. Dagomar, if you can do the step in order to adjourn the 2 pretrial files, we'll do the notice of hearing for the arraignment one. I'll enter a plea of not guilty on behalf of your client, and then we'll do June 11 at 8:30 in the morning. So, good luck, Mr. Walker.
Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you. All right, Mr. Alvarez is here. Do you want to speak with him?
Please, Your Honor, yes.
All right, so Mr. Alvarez, Brian, I'll take you next. Mr. Alvarez, I am going to put you in a breakout room with Mr. Dagger Margosian. All right, so Mr. Fry, I have Brittany Foor, Sierra Gibson. So let's do Sierra. She was here first. Is that all right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Ms. Gibson, thank you for your patience this morning. So this is in the matter of Sierra Gibson, file number 25-22225FH. Ms. Gibson, that is a beautiful middle name. How do I pronounce that?
D. Sade.
D. Sade, that's beautiful.
Thank
So I have
you.
Brian Fry appearing on behalf of the defendant, and I have Isaac Sneed on behalf of the people. This is date and time set for arraignment in this matter. This was formerly assigned to Judge Olsaver, who's disqualified, so I do now have this file. So, Mr. Fry, do you waive the reading of the felony information?
Yes, Your Honor, we would waive the reading of the information, acknowledge a receipt of that information, and ask the court to enter a not guilty plea.
All right, so the court will enter a plea of not guilty on behalf of Ms. Gibson. And how far out would you like a pretrial?
Couple months.
Couple months? Is that all right, Mr. Sneed?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so June, how about June 11 at 8:30 in the morning?
That works, Your Honor.
All right, so June 11 at 8:30 in the morning. So Ms. Gibson, June 11 at 8:30 in the morning, we will mail out a notice of hearing to the address we have on record, as well as your attorney. Make sure you reach out to Mr. Fry before that date for the purposes of the pretrial. And I will enter a plea of not guilty on your behalf, and your bond conditions are continued. Thank you, Ms. Gibson.
Thank you. Have a great day.
You too, thank you. All right, then I have Brittany Foor. All right, Ms. Foor, can you hear me?
Yes.
All right, this is in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Brittany Foor, file number 24-21993. I have Isaac Sneed appearing on behalf of the people, and I have Brian Fry appearing on behalf of Ms. Foor. As I said, this is the date and time, I think, for the pretrial. I am still missing fingerprints. So Ms. Foor, were you able to get in and get those done?
Yes.
When did you go?
A couple months ago, I did it at, hold on one second, and I can pull up the card with the thing on it. Let me see. I got it done at the Metro North Post number 21.
Okay, and you live locally. Is there a way to get a copy of that or take that to Mr. Fry to get a copy of that card so he can provide it to us?
I can email it to him.
Perfect.
I called him last week after you said I needed to send it to him. I've called him like 4 times and I haven't heard anything back from him. So
as long as we can get a copy of that and we'll try to verify it, that's fine. Mr. Fry, how would you like to proceed today?
So, Your Honor, in this case, I have calls out and investigation ongoing, but I haven't heard back from one person that I am trying to get a hold of. So if the court was willing, we'd like it set out like 30 days or so to see if we can complete that.
All right, how about June 4 at 8:30 in the morning?
That'll work, Your Honor.
All right, so Ms. Foor, I'm gonna set this for a pretrial on June 4 at 8:30 in the morning. We will, Mr. Fry, can you do the stipend order to adjourn? And Mr. Sneed, can you sign your name with permission?
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right, so we will see you back on that day, and your bond's continued, Ms. Foor.
thank you.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, so we took care of that one. Lewis Adams is in jail. Let me call for him. Do you have anybody else in jail?
I think that's my last one.
All right, Mr. Daniels.
Hi.
Hi. Hey, we are ready for Lewis Adams too.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Of course.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, Mr. Daniels, let me find your attorney. Mr. Murphy, yep, all right, so this is in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Caleb Daniels. We have multiple files. We have file number 23-21311 FH, which is a violation of probation file. File number 23-21356 FH, which is also a probation violation file. And then we have file number 24-22081 FH, which is a pretrial conference and a contempt of court. I have Isaac Sneed appearing on behalf of the people, and I have Matthew Murphy appearing on behalf of Mr. Daniels. Mr. Murphy, how would you
Your
like
Honor,
to proceed today?
Could I speak to Mr. Daniels, please, in the breakout?
You can. Let me see, it's jail Zoom 6. All right, go ahead and join that breakout room, you guys. Okay. Miss Adams, could you call Miss Wagner again? Rhonda. Hey, it's Anna Marie again. So I am ready now for Daquan Simmons,
Okay.
Ricardo Garcia,
Okay.
and Israel Vila. And the only two I'm not ready for really, well, Goodfriend, Summerfield, and Rascco, I just don't have those attorneys yet.
Absolutely.
Okay, thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Rhonda, I have Matthew Sinclair. Rhonda. Oh.
Yes,
All
Your
right,
Honor.
sorry. I have Mr. Sinclair. Are you gonna need to talk to him before?
Yes, thank you.
Oh, all right. So Mr. Sinclair, I'm gonna put you and Miss Underwood into a breakout room. There you go. All right. So we are back on the record with Mr. Alvarez. So Mr. Dagmar goes in. How do you wish to proceed today?
Your Honor, so this is the final pretrial before the bench trial. As it may be noted in the court notes, but we had adjourned this case because in district court, we held a preliminary exam. And obviously when we set it for trial, we had requested the preliminary exam transcript. I still don't have that transcript, and I'm really not comfortable moving forward with the trial without that, obviously. So I don't really know how to proceed at this point other than just getting an adjournment of the trial and allowing more time for that transcript to be produced.
So I signed an order that they were to be ready by April 30th.
Right.
Because I had to give them the 90 days. We're set for trial May 14. So why don't I do this? I'm gonna have Miss Spade check on those today, the status. And then I'm not gonna take the trial off right yet, but how about I give you a pre-trial next week?
Sure, that works.
All right, so I'm gonna set a pre-trial, Mr. Alvarez, for April 30th. And just to check the status of that, and I will have Miss Spade look into this and Mr. Degemer goes in, can you do the stip in order to adjourn both of those to April 30th at 8:30 in the morning?
Yes, Your Honor.
And we'll make sure you get them. All right?
Thank you.
All right, thank you. Can you do that for me?
Yes,
Steve?
of course, absolutely.
All right, you're all set, Mr. Alvarez. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
All right. So. All right, get all these breakout rooms closed. Okay, so I am back with, I got everybody. All right, I've got Miss Underwood, are you getting another date on Mr. Sinclair? Is it going to be a plea?
Yes, we're getting another date, Your Honor. He has matters in district court that are continuing.
All right, so in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Matthew Sinclair, file number 24-21920FH. How far out do you want that adjourned?
But we have it in 2 weeks, Your Honor.
2 weeks? How about May 14?
Thank you.
All right, so we will set this out to May 14 at 8:30 in the morning. Write that down, Mr. Sinclair. Same Zoom number. Miss Underwood, you'll do the stip in order to adjourn. Is that correct?
I don't believe that's necessary with the violation of probation, Your Honor.
Oh, that's right. It is. So we'll send out the notice of hearing. Thank you. All right, you're all set, Mr. Sinclair. All right, we are back on the record with Mr. Daniels. I already took care of Alvarez, right? And then, yeah, Mr. Alvarez is done. All right, so back on the record with Mr. Daniels.
Your Honor, thank you for that breakout session. On file, the two, what is it, the UDAA, the pending felony still that's outstanding, the 2422081. Do I have that number right?
Yep, the Uttering and Publishing, well, our file is, yeah, the Uttering and, well, he has an old one. Let me see. The new file is 24-22081. Yes, sir. It's a motor vehicle and larceny.
We're asking, Mr. Daniels is asking to set a jury trial on that matter. It would probably be a one-day jury trial. I think it just involves maybe 2 or 3 witnesses. So yeah, I think 1 day should be sufficient. I'm asking the court, well, I guess we'll just see what fits the court's schedule and go from there. But then on the other, the violations of probation, Mr. Daniels asking if he could plead guilty to those today.
Okay, so I think we need to talk about something too. So Mr. Daniels has been a longtime member of a recovery court program with many violations. We have used up resources. I want, for transparency purposes, for you to understand that his next option is going to be the RAP program.
And I think he knows that, Your Honor.
Okay, and then if there's a violation, it will be a prison term. So I just want to make sure everybody's on the same page and has that information going on. So if he's going to have a jury trial, I'm not going to take the plea right now. Why don't we just wait?
Yes, Your Honor.
Well,
is that all right, Mr. Daniels?
I mean, can I get I don't, am I gonna get violated again for taking? I mean, if say I end up taking a plea, or say I get sentenced on that file, will that be another violation? This all happened at, this is
Yes, if you have a new conviction, if you are, well, let's back up for a minute, just because I like to be organized. Mr. Sneed, has there been a plea offer made on the new file?
The offer is as charged with no habitual offender supplements, which I believe in this case would be a 4th offense.
Okay, so let me, hold on, Caleb, hold on a minute. So Mr. Daniels, you're charged in the new file with motor vehicle unlawful driving away, which is a 5-year felony, right? And then you're charged in count 2 with a 1-year misdemeanor. So I want to make sure that you understand this, okay? You have a habitual offender 4th offense notice. If you go, and I don't know the facts of this case, I don't know if you'll be guilty or not, but if you go to trial on count 1 and you get convicted by that jury, you will be facing a life offense in prison, and you will go to prison for natural life. Do you understand that?
I do understand that, Your Honor.
If you take a plea offer as charged, it would be probably guideline out to like a probation term and or a sentence concurrent with your violation of probation. Do you understand that?
I do understand that, Your Honor. Which I have no problem pleading to everything today if that is the case. But now that you're saying this, I also have a pending, most likely I have a pending fleeing and eluding charge. So should I wait to plead everything all together? Probably.
Yep.
I mean, you can't tell me that, but.
Yes, you should. So.
Your Honor, if I could
Murphy,
just.
when is he- Hold on, don't talk over me, guys. When is he being arraigned on the fleeing and eluding?
It's pending. The prosecutor's office has it under review right now. I got that email this morning.
Okay.
Is that in Lenawee County?
Yes.
Doesn't he have a hold out of state?
Yes.
I
Mr.
don't know
Daniels,
that.
where do you have the hold for out of state? Isn't it
Oh.
Ohio?
Fulton County.
And is that a felony?
It's 1 felony and 2 misdemeanors.
Okay, so Mr. Murphy, we got a whole lot going on here. So I'm going to assume you don't want to set a trial date and that
Your Honor,
maybe.
Yeah, so the concern I have is I don't like just kicking stuff out indefinitely because I don't know about the pending thing, about the pending new case, if it was or not. Sometimes they don't go through. I just know Mr. Daniels had wanted to conclude in a trial, ultimately on that UDA, but what he said today, I think it's best if we do set it out, Your Honor, whatever the court finds in a schedule to do for pretrial best, and then we'll readdress at that point and see if he's got the new charges and what we can do.
All right, and Mr. Sneed, for today's purposes, if he were to plead as charged and plead to the violations, will the people take a position on this potential fleeing and eluding? Was anybody hurt? Was there an accident? If there wasn't, would the people be willing to say if he pleads as charged, they won't pursue that one? I don't know the nature of that fleeing and eluding.
Yeah, I don't either. Miss McClure has it under review, and so I don't know the status of her review at this point either.
So what I would say, Mr. Murphy, is Mr. Sneed will pass on my thoughts to Miss McClure, because maybe we can take care of this as a global resolution, then let Ohio deal with them. But why don't I set this out to May 7 at 8:30 in the morning? And Mr. Murphy, I would ask that you follow up with Miss McClure. So May 7 at 8:30 in the morning.
Yes, Your Honor, I'll do
I
the
don't know the
stipulation
date.
order for that date and time.
Yep, May 7 at 8:30 in the morning. And then, I don't know the nature of the fleeing and eluding, and obviously I'm not going to ask you, Mr. Daniels, but unless there was an accident or an injury, maybe the people will be willing to talk about it. All right, so, we'll do the notice of hearing for the probation violation. Mr. Murphy, you can do the stip in order to adjourn for the new felony case, and then hopefully we'll find out what's happening with the new pending felony and also Ohio. So, Mr. Daniels, you don't get to do any of this anymore. You hear me?
Absolutely, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right.
Okay,
All right.
Mr. Daniels, there's a district court date on the 29th. Hopefully we'll know by then, if they've authorized that new felony. We can talk more about it on the 29th. Okay?
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thanks, Caleb. Thanks,
Thank
Mr.
you.
Daniels.
Thank you. Have a great day, Your Honor.
You too. I got a courtroom full of people. All right, so Mr. Fry, Lewis Adams. Who do I have in jail room 4 with glasses? What's your name?
Adams.
Yes, all right. So this is in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Lewis Alfred Adams Jr. File number 24-21947FH, 24-21948FH, 24-21949FH, 24-22011FH, and 24-22012FH. Ma'am, you are here on this file. Are you a victim of this cases or a family member? And who are you?
Mother.
All right, so Mr. Adams, I just wanted you to know that your mother has been here patiently waiting this morning in support of you. All right,
Thank
so I have Isaac Sneed on behalf, or Allison Arnold on behalf of the people, and Brian Fry appearing on behalf of Mr. Adams. Mr. Fry, how do you want to proceed?
Yeah, sure, Your Honor. In this case, we are waiting for a criminal responsibility evaluation to come back. Prosecutor's office isn't making any plea offers until we get that evaluation back. So we would ask for this to be set out while we wait for that report.
So, like 6 weeks, 4 weeks?
Judge, I called the forensic center yesterday to check on the status of the evaluation. They said it should be done early June. So I think it would make sense to put a pretrial maybe around
June 11?
Yeah, I think that would be good.
All right, so I'm gonna set a pretrial for June 11 at 8:30 in the morning. Obviously, if we get it sooner, we will bring them in and put it on the record. So June 11 at 8:30. And Mr. Fry, you get to do the step in order for all those files.
I will do that, Your Honor. Ms. Arnold, can I say your name with permission?
Always.
Thank you.
All right, so Mr. Daniels or Mr. Adams, we'll see you back June 11 or maybe even sooner, all right?
All right. Is it possible to
Thank
talk
you.
to my lawyer? Is it possible to talk to my lawyer?
Not today, I don't think, because he's running back and forth between courts or,
I have a hearing at.
yeah, he's got to go to the next court. So he'll get it. Mr. Fry will reach out to you at the jail, okay?
I'm trying to visit you this week, Mr. Adams.
All right. Mr. Beagle, why don't you come up to the podium, all right? Mr. Glazier, I'd like to take care of Mr. Beagle real quick. He's been here since about 8. You just.
Could you give me 1 second, Your Honor?
All right. So, Mr. Beagle, actually have him sit right there and then have a seat while Mr. Glazier is doing something. All right. So I have a young man in jail Zoom. It says room 5, the little post-it. So, but the screen says Zoom 6, but you're the only guy in jail. So what's your name?
Mr. Daquan Simmons.
All right. So let me get your file. All right. So, Miss Underwood.
I'm ready, Your Honor, whenever you want.
Okay, I almost got there. All right, so this, I have Mr. Beagle present in the courtroom. Can you pull your hood down? Thank you. And he's seated at defense counsel table. So in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Jeremiah Richard Beagle, file number 25-22187FH. I have John Glazier appearing on behalf of Mr. Beagle, and I have Isaac Sneed appearing on behalf of the people. So, Mr. Glazier, how do you wish to proceed with Mr. Beagle today?
Your Honor, we'd waive the reading of the information, acknowledge receipt of that, as well as the attached witness list and prosecutors.
It's a pre-trial today, Mr. Glazier.
Oh, it is? Okay, I thought this was an arraignment, sorry.
It's okay.
We're going to enter a plea of not guilty, Your Honor, and we're requesting a forensic not so much well, we'll do competency and criminal responsibility both.
So you will prepare the paperwork for the request for forensic, for competency and criminal responsibility. I will set this out to June 18 at 8:30 in the morning for a pretrial. Ms. Adams, I'm going to need a notice of hearing for Mr. Beagle. And then, all right, so let me look at Mr. Beagle's bond conditions. I don't even know, I'm looking. Okay, so Mr. Beagle, there is just a reminder to you. One of your bond conditions is you're not to have any contact with anyone under the age of 18. You understand? Okay. All right, Mr. Beagle did give me the thumbs up and acknowledge he understood. All right, so Mr. Glazier, we will provide the notice of hearing on this and we'll give Mr. Beagle a copy of his notice. So you stay right there, we'll get your notice of hearing. For the record, he acknowledged yes. Give me a thumbs up. All right, so you're all set, Mr. Beagle. You can go. All right, in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Daquan Simmons, file number 23-21422FH. This is date and time scheduled for, looks like it is, this is a violation of probation. I have Rhonda Underwood appearing on behalf of Mr. Simmons. Ms. Underwood, how would you like to proceed?
Could I have a brief breakout with Mr. Simmons, Your Honor?
Yep. Mr. Simmons, I am going to open up a breakout room and I'm going to put you and Miss Underwood in that so you can have a moment to chat. Go ahead and join that breakout room. All right, I have another gentleman from the Lenawee County Jail. Could I ask your name, please?
I'm Ricardo Garcia.
All right, Mr. Garcia. All right, and your attorney is Miss Underwood, so give me a minute. All right, Miss Wagner.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning.
Judge, actually, I'm gonna take over Mr. Garcia's case, but whenever you're ready on that.
Okay, hold on, Ms. Wagner. All right, in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Ricardo Anthony Garcia, we have two files. They are violation. Are they? Are these? Yep. So we have file number 21-20525FH, 21-20575FC. This is the date and time scheduled for a pretrial on a violation of probation. And Mr. Malaro is going to be representing Mr. Garcia. So, Mr. Malaro, how would you like to proceed?
Your Honor, they have to set this over for 1 week.
Yeah, I lost audio on you. My computer's doing the same thing and it really is annoying, but Mr. Malaro.
Can you hear me now?
Now your mic's kicked on, so you're good. You can,
All right.
you don't have to,
Okay.
You can back up. All right.
So Judge, I'm going to ask to set this over for 1 week. Mr. Garcia waived an exam on a felony downstairs, should be up next Wednesday, and perhaps we can get this resolved by that time. All the
Right,
matters.
so I will set these for a pretrial on April 30th at 8:15 with his arraignment on the new files. So Mr. Garcia, I will see you back on that day, all right?
Ma'am.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. All right, so now I am back with Mr. Simmons. Ms. Underwood, have you had a chance to talk to Mr. Simmons?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, how would you like to proceed with Mr. Simmons?
Your Honor, I believe Mr. Simmons wishes to take responsibility today and to start getting these payments made, Your Honor.
Okay, give me just a moment to call the jail. Jail, hold on.
Middle Foor?
Hi, this is Judge Anslone. How are you?
I'm good. How are you, Judge Anslone?
I am good. We're in the home stretch. So I am ready for Bradley Summerfield.
Summerfield, okay.
Brian Goodfriend.
Okay.
Israel Vila.
Okay.
And Joel Rascco. I'm ready for everybody.
Okie dokie.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. Bye.
Yep, bye-bye.
All right, so we're back. All right, Mr. Simmons. So your client then is going to avail himself, or he's going to plead guilty to the violation of probation then.
That's correct, Your Honor.
All right, so Mr. Simmons, you want to raise your right hand for me? Thank you. Do you solemnly swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, you've had an opportunity to speak with your attorney this morning. Are you satisfied with Ms. Underwood as your attorney and the advice that she has given you?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Now, it's my understanding, is it your intention then to plead guilty to the violation of probations today?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, the allegations against you are that you violated your articles of probation dated November 2nd of 2023, and that you were ordered to pay $8,542.50 restitution at the rate of $1,423.75 per month, and that you have failed to make any payments. So that's the first allegation against you. And the second allegation is that you failed to report to your Ohio probation agent on January 24 of 2025 or any time thereafter, and your whereabouts were unknown. So you understand those are the two allegations against you.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, you understand the maximum penalty on your file, because you pled to larceny in a building, if you plead guilty or are found guilty of a violation of probation, could be up to 4 years in prison. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and you are soft-spoken, and I know you're in a room and the audio is bad, but I'm gonna need you to speak up for me, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so how do you plead then? Well, let me back up. So do you understand you have a right to contest the violation of probation charge and to have a hearing on it?
Yes, ma'am. Mom,
Do you, what, yes?
I was about to say, I never really got a chance to,
Hold on. So right now I'm gonna go through your rights with you. And then when I'm done going through your rights, I'll ask you if you're gonna plead guilty. And then if you plead guilty, I'll accept the plea and I'm gonna set it for sentencing. But you'll get an opportunity to talk to the probation officer and talk about how you're gonna pay this off now and, you know, going forward. But I don't want you to say anything yet, okay? Okay, so you understand though, you have a right to contest the violation of probation charge and they have a trial on it.
yes, ma'am.
You understand you would be presumed innocent until your guilt is proven by a preponderance of the evidence.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand you have a right to have all the witnesses against you appear at your trial, to have your lawyer ask those witnesses questions or ask them yourself, and to have me order any witnesses you might have to appear at the trial? Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
You do not have to testify at your trial, and no one can say anything about you not testifying or hold it against you in any way. Do you understand all of that?
Yes, ma'am.
On the other hand, do you understand you have a right to testify at your trial if you want to testify?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so how do you plead to the charge that you violated the terms of your probation by failing to pay restitution every month in the amount of $1,423.75? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
And how do you plead to the charge that you violated the terms of your probation by failing to report to your probation officer in Ohio on January 24 of 2025 or any time thereafter? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
All right. Do you understand by pleading guilty, you'll be giving up your right to a trial, as I've already explained to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Has anything been promised you to get you to plead guilty?
Can you say it one more time?
Has anyone promised you anything to get you to plead guilty?
No, ma'am.
Has anyone threatened you in any way to get you to plead guilty?
No, ma'am.
You understand, if I accept this plea, you will be giving up any and all claims that your plea is given as a result of promises or threats that were not disclosed to the court on the record during this hearing, or that it was not your own choice to enter the plea. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Is it your own choice to plead guilty?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So, Mr. Simmons, you were placed on probation back, and you signed your articles of probation back on November 22nd of 2023. Is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And and you had a pretty good job, if I remember. You had a good job in Columbus, right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So restitution was ordered to be paid in the rate of $1,423.75 a month. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Have you ever made that payment?
No, ma'am.
Okay. And I'm looking at one more thing. We had you in and out. Okay. And then, hold on 1 second. 1 second. Report, restitution. 1 second. 750 plus. All right, I was just making sure we don't have court-appointed attorney fees on this. All right, and one of the other terms of your probation is you were to report to your probation officer as required, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And we transferred your probation to Ohio, so it'd be more convenient for you. So did you fail to report to the probation office in Ohio on January 24 of 25?
Yes, ma'am. That's because they had me on parole, though.
They what?
They had me on parole.
Okay, you're on probation for me. I don't, but like my office here, they're not my employees, they're state of Michigan, but they're probation and parole. But you had someone you were supposed to report to in Ohio, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, are you also on parole in Ohio?
No, ma'am. That's why I was confused about the whole situation.
Okay, all right, I accept the plea. It has been given understandably, voluntarily, and accurately. The defendant has full knowledge of his rights. He does have competent counsel. I'm going to refer this matter to the probation department for a pre-sentence investigation. Miss Underwood, are you available May 2 at 8:15 in the morning for sentencing?
May 2nd, Your Honor?
Yes.
That's fine.
All right, so Mr. Simmons, I'm gonna set sentencing for May 2nd, next week, like a week from today, tomorrow, really. And I'm gonna set it at 8:15 in the morning. Now, Mr. Simmons, someone from the probation department is gonna come over and talk to you. Be truthful about what's going on. They're gonna make a recommendation. We'll get that to Miss Underwood. She'll review it with you. And then when we come back on May 2nd, a week from tomorrow, a week from Friday, you'll have an opportunity to tell me what's going on. You'll have an opportunity to tell the probation officer. But do you want to come in person or do you want to appear via Zoom from the jail?
Person.
You want to do in person? All right, I will put that in person. All right, so Mr. Simmons.
I'll say something.
Yeah.
So there's no way I can get out.
Nope.
Well, I'm gonna lose my job, and I had the money to pay for the restitution. $1,400 was a lot. Like I can't make that. I can't make $1,400.
So, Mr. Simmons, how much do you have to pay on it?
I can make the $1,400 payment today.
All right. So, Mr. Simmons, here's the deal. You've been working. You could have reported to probation. You could have talked about getting that amount reduced. You didn't show up. You live in Ohio. I'm not going to release you on a PR bond. Obviously, I will set bond in the amount of $5,000. But you can post that, but otherwise I'll see you back here next Friday. I don't want to chase you again. So we'll see you back next Friday at 8:15 in person, all right?
Cash. Your Honor.
Cash.
If he does
May I just
postpone,
Hold on,
Simmons, you
hold
have
on,
to report
hold
to
on,
our
everybody,
office.
stop for a minute. We're talking over, there's a delay. Miss Underwood, what were you gonna say?
It has been Mr. Simmons' position that he does have a job now, and he is able to make payments. I would hate to see him, I understand the court's concern, but I would hate to see him lose his job.
This is not his first violation of probation, so it's not his first violation. I'm not releasing him. Ms. Walsh?
If he does postpone, you are required to come to our office and report in person.
All right, so Mr. Simmons, your bond's $5,000. If somebody posts it, you got to come over and meet with probation before you head back to Ohio, all right?
Yes, ma'am. So what, 5,000, I could do the 10%?
No, cash. No. It's got to be paid towards restitution.
Okay.
All right. And then you will have to appear for sentencing. So you'll get that. That would be on your paperwork when you're released from the jail.
Okay.
Can we need to require that in person, Judge, because we have to do a whole nother transfer to Ohio. I don't know that they'll even accept them at this point because he absconded.
Yeah, the sentencing will be in person. So if you postpone and get out, you have to come for sentencing in person. All right, Mr. Simmons?
Thanks, Mom.
All right, thank you. All right, you're all set, Mr. Simmons. All right, Mr. Vila. In the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Israel Vila, file number 25-22210FH. I have Rhonda Underwood appearing on behalf of Mr. Vila. Says date and time set for a first pretrial in this matter. So I have Isaac Sneed appearing on behalf of the people.
So I'm here.
No, I'm sorry. I have Allison Arnold appearing on behalf of the people. So Miss Underwood, how would you like to proceed with Mr. Vila?
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Vila has a new case in district court, Your Honor, that there is a PCC tomorrow. We would ask that this matter be set over for a couple weeks to see what happens with that, Your Honor. And then I would like to address Mr. Vila's bond situation.
All right, I will set this over to May 14 at 8:30 in the morning, and you can do the stip in order to adjourn. Miss Arnold, can you sign your name with permission?
Yes, of course.
All right, you can address bond. We have 1 count of possession of methamphetamine, 3rd offense notice. So he has a maximum penalty of up to 40 years in prison if convicted. What's the new charge, Miss Underwood?
Your Honor, it is delivery charges, controlled substance charges. The bond on that case, Your Honor, allows, it's a significant cash bond, but it allows, if Mr. Vila is approved for rehab, it allows for him to be PR'd to an inpatient rehab 90 days. Mr. Vila has been approved. We are asking that his bond up here mirror that, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Coast, are you monitoring Mr. Vila? We say Vila, we say Vila. How do you say it?
It don't really matter, Your Honor. It really don't.
Does matter to me because it's your name and that's important. How do you pronounce
I
your
like
last
the way
name?
I like the way you say it. So we're gonna go ahead and go with the Vila.
Okay, all right, Mr. Coast, would you be able to work with district court, and if he does get into inpatient, we would be able to process it to release him up here?
Yeah, I will, Judge. It's part of his bond conditions. He is supposed to test 2 times a week. When he got out of jail the last time, he failed to test at all. So we don't have any.
No, I did test. I tested
No.
multiple times downstairs.
Okay,
Yeah,
hold
correction,
on,
Judge.
hold on.
He actually tested on 310 and 317. And then he failed to test after that. He was a no
Okay,
for all
so Miss Arnold, I guess there's some offer downstairs to perhaps get into an outpatient or inpatient program. If he is admitted and accepted, do you have any objection to us also changing our bond conditions to allow him to attend?
Well, Judge, here's my concern. In that case, the allegations are that he delivered methamphetamine directly to an undercover police officer. There also, there's some issues regarding him and Rhino and some things that happened. He was out on bond on this offense when he committed that offense and wasn't drug testing. So if he goes to an inpatient facility, my only concern is that it'd be a locked facility and he has to come directly back here. But he's shown he won't abide by the court orders. So I have concern about putting him in a facility that, even though it may be secure or inpatient, that he could just walk away from, given what's happened so far.
And Judge, we don't have any lockdown facilities as far as inpatients concerned.
So is that something the prosecutors approved on the district court case, Miss Arnold?
Judge, it was not me, and I doubt that we approved that. I don't know when that bond was addressed, but it wasn't when I was there at the pretrial, to my recollection.
Miss Underwood, can you enlighten us?
That bond was given at the bond hearing with the bond hearing attorney, Your Honor.
Who is the, okay. All right, so what I would say is, if that's something that is occurring in district court, if you want to bench, if it becomes available and an option, Miss Underwood, why don't you reach out and you and I and Miss Arnold and Mr. Coast can talk about it at that time.
Well, Ms. White has done the work, Your Honor. Mr. Vila had his approval, had his screening, Your Honor, and he's been approved.
Okay, so why don't we have a meeting about that and Miss Arnold could check with the other prosecutor, because right now, Miss Arnold's not agreeing to that. So why don't we find out who the district court prosecutor was and follow up on it? I'm not opposed to it, but it sounds like we need to have another discussion, and I will do that at any time.
Thank you.
Okay, all right, so Mr. Vila, we will address that, all right?
So what, am I gonna be allowed to go to the rehab?
Maybe, so let me meet with everybody and let Miss Arnold talk to whoever her district court prosecutor is, and we'll see what we can do, all right?
Thank you, Judge.
All right, and other than that, we'll see you back on May 14 at 8:30. If you are in a rehab facility, we can do that via Zoom, okay?
Yeah, because Harbor Light's already accepting me right now.
I know, we're gonna talk about it. I'll talk with, Miss Arnold's gonna talk with the district court prosecutor, and then we'll meet and we'll talk about it, all right?
So when am I coming back to talk about that then? I don't understand.
I don't, if we have a meeting and we approve the release, she'll just get released. If we don't approve it, we'll bring you back right away, all right?
All right.
All right, so Miss Arnold, if you can contact whoever the prosecutor is in district court, we'll talk about it, all right?
Right, sounds good, Judge.
Okay, so nobody in the jail, nobody in the jail windows. Let's see, all right, so I'm sure I have a couple bench warrants I can issue. That one. Waiting on the jail, Rhonda Underwood, Joshua Johnson. So in the matter of people of the state of Michigan versus Joshua Johnson, file number 25-22185FH. I have Rhonda Underwood appearing on behalf of Mr. Johnson. I have Isaac Sneed appearing on behalf of the people. Ms. Underwood, have you heard from Mr. Johnson? He is not present in the courtroom. Let me see if he's in the hallway. There's somebody sitting in the hallway. He's not on Zoom.
Why don't you give me a minute and I'll see if I can make a phone call, Your Honor.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Malaro, are you there?
I am ready, willing, and able, Judge. I am here.
All right. So in the matter of Malika Nataya Rembert, file number 24-21966FH, I have Salvatore Malaro appearing on behalf of Miss Rembert, ready, willing, and able. And I have Isaac Sneed appearing on behalf of the people. But, you know, we don't have ready, willing, and available is Miss Rembert. So.
Yeah, I know.
Have you heard from
Judge,
her?
I placed a call, left a message for her to be here. I think I saw her in court last week or something.
Yeah.
So she's not like running away. I don't know what's going on.
So did she appear for her hearing last week?
I think she did. Let me look. If the judge can indulge me, I'll try to find out. See.
Right. And I have somebody that just came into the jail room. What is your name?
Summerfield.
Okay. Hold on, Miss Wagner. So she was supposed to be released to Harbor Light at 11 a.m. at some point.
Judge, this is the only active case I show for Miss Rembert on my file. But I know I saw her last week.
We were here on April 9th and it got adjourned to April 23rd. All right, I will adjourn this out 1 week for you to get a hold of her. If you don't, then I'll issue a bench warrant. So I'm gonna set this out to April 30th at 8:30 in the morning, and you'll do the stip in order to adjourn.
I will, Your Honor, and I appreciate your indulgence.
All right, so April 30 at 8:30 in the morning. All right, okay, and Mr. Malaro, let me see here. I don't think I have anything else with you.
All right, lucky day. Thank you, Judge.
Lucky day. Thank you. All right, so Miss Underwood, we're just waiting for people from the jail. So let me get Mr. Summerfield. Oh, Miss Underwood, were you able to reach Mr. Johnson?
Your Honor, I was unable to reach Mr. Johnson by phone. This is the first pretrial in this matter, Your Honor. So I don't know where Mr. Johnson is. He has always appeared for court, and I know he's anxious to resolve this matter. It's been
so we did mail a notice of hearing, Miss Underwood, but I will adjourn this out to May 21. No, May 14. And you can do the stip in order to adjourn and make sure he's here. May 14 at 8:30 in the morning. All right.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right,
And I
you're
believe
welcome, Miss
that's
Underwood.
all my files today.
All right, thank you, Miss Underwood.
Thank you.
All right, so in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Bradley Christopher Summerfield, file number 25-22199FH, I have Isaac Sneed appearing on behalf of the people, and I have Amanda Wagner appearing on behalf of the defendant, who is joining us via Zoom from the Lenawee County Jail. So, Ms. Wagner, how do you wish to proceed today?
Your Honor, I do need a brief breakout room with my client if you're able to accommodate that.
Yep, so I'm gonna open up a breakout room, and Mr. Summerfield, you will click on join the breakout room to talk to Ms. Wagner.
Thank you.
So, there you go. All right, so I have left Goodfriend, Rascco, and I already have a call into the jail for them. So hi, Mr. Glazier, I'm just waiting for your people from the jail.
All right. Well, you got a hard-working court reporter there.
I'm the best court reporter in the world.
I would agree.
Yeah, people like her, so it makes me look like a nicer person because she works for me. So. And you have a hardworking wife and she makes you look nicer too, right?
No, that's not true. She's a mean woman.
You need a mean woman. I broke a record yesterday, Mr. Glazier.
What was that?
The jury went out at 3:07 and was back by 3:15.
What trial did you have?
It was R&O causing injury, another R&O, and drunken disorderly. Mr. Rascco, good morning. So let me grab your file. This is in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Joel Rascco, file number 25-22129FH, 25-22130FH. I have John Glazier appearing on behalf of Mr. Rascco, and I have Isaac Sneed appearing on behalf of the people. So, Mr. Glazier, how would you like to proceed today?
Your Honor, we're going to ask to adjourn this really just a week. I've talked with Isaac, and he wanted to speak with the victim. We pretty close to resolving it.
All right. So I will set a pretrial for April 30th at 8:30 in the morning, and Mr. Glazier, you'll do the step in order to adjourn.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, excellent. Thank you. So, Mr. Rascco, I'll see you back next week. All right.
May I talk to Glazier real fast?
So we've got other cases, so he will reach out to you at another time. Okay.
All right.
All right. Thank you. And the trial was pro per, and the prosecutor even said that the defendant did a nice job for being pro per on a criminal trial.
Sometimes those are the hardest cases.
Yeah.
For a prosecutor. I think I did 2 pro pers, and jury tends to sympathize with somebody that's sitting there without a lawyer.
Yep. So anyway. All right, so we're just waiting on Mr. Goodfriend. Hey, this is Judge Ancelone again. I am down to my last person, so the only person I need now is Brian Goodfriend.
Mr. Goodfriend, you got it.
All right, awesome. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, Mr. Goodfriend.
Good morning.
Good morning. This is in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Brian Lee Goodfriend, file number 24-22091 FC. I have John Glazier appearing on behalf of Mr. Goodfriend, and I have Isaac Sneed appearing on behalf of the people. This is the date and time scheduled for a second. It looks like a second pre-trial in this matter. We had a pre-trial on February 5 and now today. So Mr. Glazier and Mr. Sneed, how do you wish to proceed?
I need to speak with Mr. Goodfriend for a moment, Your Honor.
Mr. Goodfriend, I'm going to open up a breakout room, and Mr. Glazier and you will be assigned to that breakout room. And your jail 6. All right, go ahead and join that breakout room. All right, we are back with Mr. Summerfield. So, Ms. Wagner, how would you like to proceed on behalf of Bradley Summerfield?
So, Your Honor, sorry that took a little while, but thank you for your patience. I've been communicating with Ms. McClure this morning about a plea offer. And on an update, so Mr. Summerfield was, I believe, accepted into drug court with the understanding that he has to come to a resolution on his pending case in Osceola. We do have a resolution in that case. All I need to do is get a plea date for him at this point. And the prosecutor there has agreed to let his probation be transferred here to be served alongside with drug court. So I will be getting that. I would, I guess, like to have just a little bit more discussion with the prosecutor on this case. So if we could get one more adjournment of the pretrial by the next pretrial.
My next available would be June 4. And Miss Wagner, that would be at 8:30 in the morning. So you'll have to do a sip in order to adjourn Mr. Sneak. Can she sign your name with permission?
Yes, Your Honor.
So June 4 at 8:30 in the morning. Miss Wagner, if you resolve the Osceola case and you're ready to take a plea on this case before that, you call Miss Adams and set it up for a plea, and I'll get you in right away. And we don't have to wait.
Thank you. You read my mind. That's exactly what I was going to ask next.
All right. So Mr. Summerfield, we'll see you back June 4 at 8:30, if not sooner. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Thank you. You're all set. Got one left, Mr. Goodfriend. Mr. Glazier is in that breakout room with them. So I'm gonna step off the bench for a minute, and as soon as he gets back, I'll come back in. Sorry about that. All right, so let me bring your client back. And today, by the way, is the anniversary and the birthday. Well, the birthday of William Shakespeare and the anniversary of his death because he died on his birthday. So I know you're excited about that because you were a theater kid, right, Mr. Glazier? You're muted, but I know you're saying no.
No, I'm saying yes. Actually, I took Shakespeare in college, and my mom and I were always going to go up to the theater.
Stratford?
Yeah, and we never made it, but I've always regretted that. Yeah, I was a Shakespeare fan.
Awesome. All right, so we are back with Mr. Goodfriend. So, Mr. Glazier, how would you like to proceed with Mr. Goodfriend?
Your Honor, we're going to ask that this matter be set for trial, and we'd like to address bond.
All right. So, let me get my paperwork. All right, let me fill this out. Miss Adams, do you have criminal scheduling orders back there?
I can print some, Judge.
Could you? Because I really don't have one right now. So while I'm waiting for that, why don't we address bond first, Mr. Glazier?
Your Honor, looking at the complaint, it's alleging that this occurred, or excuse me, the information that it occurred between 2012 and 2021. There's always a difficulty in coming up, defending cases where it goes all the way back to 2012. So, I really need to meet with my client numerous times, go over things. There's some phone records we need to get that are in the police possession. Things that I would like to do with him in my office if I can. If you look at his criminal history, he doesn't have anything except an impaired, I think, back in 2016. He's always lived in Lenawee County. There's no, it's a very serious charge. We understand that, but a lot of people are charged with very, very serious crimes and take them to a trial. And, it's a situation where it really, really helps my preparation if I could get him out on a bond.
So, Mr. Sneed, I only because of the nature of this case, I'm assuming this is not your file. Is that correct?
It is Mr. McCready's file, Your Honor, and I would ask if there is to be a bond consideration that a motion be filed, and we could have a chance to respond in writing and have a hearing.
Okay. All right. So, Mr. Glazier, why don't we do that? File a bond motion. We'll get you in fairly quickly, obviously. And then that way Mr. McCready can be present on it. And give me just a second. I'm going to get a scheduling order. And then fill that out. And if you want to bring, I'm going to go get that from her right now. Hold on. All right, so all right, okay. So how many days do you think you will need for this trial, Mr. Glazier?
2 or 3 days, I would think, probably 2.
Mr. Sneed, are you able to weigh in on this, or do we want to try to get Mr. McCready in here?
He is out of the office today, Your Honor, so I'm filling in for him. I know Mr. McCready likes to schedule his own trials,
Right,
especially if this were to occur over the summer.
I should also indicate there was an exam on this and I don't have a transcript. I don't know if the court ordered that.
I don't order them unless you provide an order. We don't automatically order transcripts.
Okay, I thought if it got set for trial, the court always requested it.
Now, I mean, we can now, but it's, you know, and they have 90 days, so July, I'm looking.
Could I request that the court make that, you know, or order that?
Yeah, so Miss Adams, because the trial is being scheduled, can we do a request for transcript, or Miss Spade, can you fill that out, or? All right, Miss Spade, just because, you know, she knew your father, will do that request for transcript.
All right.
So I am looking at. So it's May, June, July. You'll need time to review the transcript. I can do August 5, August 6, and August 7.
I think that's okay.
Okay. Is that far? Do you see anything on Mr. McCready's schedule?
It appears open as of now. I suppose if there is a conflict, we can address that date in the future since it is 4 months out.
Yeah, I'm almost certain. The only thing I have going on that time is I got to go see Neil Young, but I think that's on the 12th.
Okay.
Aren't you interested in going to see Neil Young?
Well, I had tickets to see Billy Joel and Stevie Nicks, and then he fell or something. So my tickets got adjourned out to August too, or November. So we just got to hope they're still alive by the time the concert comes,
Yeah,
you know, at this point.
Neil Young's pretty old. I'm worried about it.
Yeah. So if the trial is August 5, then I'm going to set a final pretrial for July 23rd. At 8:30 in the morning. And I don't do plea agreement deadlines. So I'm going to require that voir dire questions and jury instructions be provided to the court by July 17. And then motion deadline to be filed and heard by will be August 23, or July 23, I mean, I'm sorry, July 23. Okay. July 23. And then, let me see here. All right, so we have a trial date for 3 days starting August 5 at 9 a.m. Final pretrial, July 23rd at 8:30 a.m. Jury instructions and voir dire questions are due by July 17, and the motion deadline is the day of the final pretrial, July 23rd. So for my records, Mr. Goodfriend is charged, or for the record, with count one is criminal sexual conduct, first degree, which is a mandatory minimum of 25 years in prison and lifetime electronic monitoring. He is charged in count 2 with criminal sexual conduct, first degree. Again, mandatory lifetime monitoring with life, but not a mandatory minimum, it looks like, on that count. So count 1 carries life or any term of years with a mandatory minimum of 25 years. Count 2, it appears according to felony information, does not include the mandatory minimum. So is there a plea offer on this file at all? Mr. Glazier, I'm wondering if it was the count 2 or something like that, but is there a plea offer?
The plea offer is to a sentence agreement of 72 months to 240 months.
And to plead to count 2?
I didn't say which count.
Yes.
Mr. Sneed. All right, so the
Your Honor,
plea offer, Mr.
I need to speak with my client for one more second when we're done here.
Yep, and let me finish that. So, Mr. Goodfriend, you understand, count one carries a mandatory minimum of 25 years in prison. Count two, which is the one that is being offered as a plea offer by the people, it does carry life, but there is a plea agreement that you would serve 72 to 240 months. So you would serve a 72 month and then with the tail. So that's the plea offer. So I'm going to open up a breakout room again for you and Mr. Glazier. So go ahead and join that breakout room. Thanks, Mr. Sneem.
Oh, you're welcome.
All right, I'm gonna close that breakout room and bring your client back in. Okay, hold on, takes about 10 seconds to close that room. All right, we got Mr. Goodfriend back. So Mr. Glazier, are we all set then?
We're all set, Your Honor.
All right, in the event that your client wishes to avail himself of the plea bargain, go ahead and just call Miss Adams and we'll get you in right away. All right?
All right, thank you, Your Honor.
All right, that does conclude our criminal docket. You're all